Hey guys, so you notice I'm not wearing any makeup or anything like that, aka it's been a very, very emotional chapel today. So it was actually talking about how in depth is our faith, and we were just quiet, just coming out, and it was talking about, are you willing to die for your faith? And a lot of us, like, I'm young, like, I don't mind saying my age. I'm almost 19 years old, and just kind of taking a step back because we're talking about, like, the life out in front of us. But if we had the choice now of either going out and showing our faith and spreading the word to the places where it's illegal to say your own faith, are you willing to do that? And I'm sitting here going, well, my first human instinct, the instinct of my flesh would be, oh, hell no! It would be, like, I'm human. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am definitely human, and there's a part of me that goes, I like, staying alive, that's a good thing. And then I had to remind myself. And I think that's the one thing I wanted to talk about real quick today, as, I try to keep these videos short. How far is my faith, and, just why people die for their faith and reasons like that. So I know a lot of you guys have seen about the men in, I forget exactly which country it is, but with the terrorists, and they come on the orange jumpsuits, and basically they get slaughtered because they won't give up their Christian faith. And, that's just heartbreaking to hear. And in this country, someday, which sounds horrible, but that might be us. And it's getting to the point now where Christianity is something that is bad. We don't want to talk about it. It's bad. They do such, for some reason, I think that Christianity is such a bad thing, but it's talking about love and peace. And, one thing that my mom mentioned was, the other day, wow, my hair is really a mess today. My mom was talking to me, and she said, so are you going to be like a Christian or a Christian? I'm sitting here, it's like, there's a difference? Excuse me. Why does there have to be a difference? I'm Christian? Question mark, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you know what I mean, like, Christian, like, really, like, you're say, oh, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, all this stuff, are you a Christian? Kind of like talking like it was a bad thing. And I'm sitting here going, please tell me more. I am fascinated to know why you think this is such a bad thing. And we've been all trained to really think that Christianity is a bad thing. All the way, the devil really has a grip on the world right now, especially. He's trying, what the devil is doing, and I don't know if how many people else knows this, but it's like he's acting like a toddler that is just gripping at the world, trying to hang on for dear life because he knows that his death is coming. Well, does that sound like us, in a sense? The people who don't believe that we're going to come, when Jesus comes, we're going to arise again, and only the people who, quote, died are actually asleep. People who don't believe that, we get in a panic. And we start really, going crazy. And I think that's what's happening with the world who don't believe in Jesus. They realize that they're going to die. And they're gripping at everything, just trying to hold on and not die. But unless they go to Jesus, and that's something that, us as Christians need to go and disciple others and evangelize and spread the good news and the gospel. And that goes back to the Great Commission. But how far do we want to go? And I know a lot, like, for me personally, I know that as a woman, a young woman, going into one of those countries, it's like slaughter. I'm a Christian woman going into a Muslim community. Oh boy, I would not be taken very lightly there, because the fact that, yeah, I would be very much raped. I'll be rape meat. Can that be a word? Can rape meat be a thing? Well, you know what I mean, a terminology for that. Pretty much, I would be like, okay, like, so we're gonna have a little fun with this and then get slaughtered. So I'm gonna get the double of it, but am I willing to do that? And it goes to, how much am I called into missions? Now, in ministry, there's different fields. Like, there's missions, which everyone has a call to missions. It's just the people who are really, really missions. Like, let's go and, you know, that, personally, that's not me. I'm more into the church planting, creating the center of light, maintaining the center of light, and being the backstage. That is, I go and I disciple, but I'm more the backstage. I'm the person that they bring, the people bring to me, and I help raise up and show them about Jesus and work on their spirituality. And then there's missions and, of course, worship and things like that. So it all depends on where you lie. And if it came down, and I had to think about this way, because I know that personally I am not called to missions, or at least for a very long time, you know, missions, drawn out, all that fun jazz, actually being in an organization, maybe going to somewhere in the United States. I absolutely adore the United States. I love the people there. I talk to people about God, or attempt to. But yeah, it all depends on when we're called. And so if you're called, and that, you know, to actually go to missions and stuff like that, most likely you have no problem laying down your life. And we all really shouldn't have such a big deal of it, mostly because we're gonna be, once we died, we're going to be asleep. And then when Christ rises again, we're going to be brought back up, and we're going to be living in a brand new earth, and that is going to be absolutely fantastic. And so when we're afraid of death, what we should really be thinking is, how many souls have I not reached yet? And that should be our fear. If we realize, for my case, oh goodness, I've barely done that, then yeah, we should be a little bit worried, but yeah, we shouldn't be worried about going in and facing the enemy, because the enemy wants us to fear. The enemy wants to put fear in our hearts, so that way we don't go out and do the Lord's work. And what do we? And the devil can shove it, because yes, fear is real. Yes, fear is scary, but we are the people. We are the sons and daughters of Abraham. We are the children of God. We are saved through the blood of Jesus. We are fine. The rest of the world isn't. And I'm just going to leave this. It's a very heavy and a little bit longer topic this time, so I'm going to leave this video as it is. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I have no clue if I actually posted yesterday's video, so I'm going to go and post that if I didn't. So, see you guys. Bye. And God bless.